our chattels. Union boys will win the battles right away. Right away. Come away. Come away. Right away. Right away. Come away. We'll all go down to Dixie.
Without our cotton, your factories would starve.
Days never finish. Master got me working.
Missouri applies for statehood as a slave state. This is troubling news.
Troubling? Missouri has every right to decide its own laws, including allowing slavery.
But expanding slaves into new states goes against principles of freedom our nation was built upon.
Our southern economy depends on slavery. It's not just about labor, it's about our way of life.
Look, I understand your perspective, but we must consider the moral implications and the future unity of our country.
Perhaps a compromise is necessary to keep the Union together.
Perhaps.
We keep the Union together. This compromise is our best chance.
Not if it threatens slavery. The South won't yield.
And the North won't return escaped slaves. We won't support this injustice.
If we don't agree, the Union will fall.
Then let it.
Better to fall than betray freedom.
Bleeding Kansas refers to a period of violent conflict in the Kansas Territory between 1854 and 1859. Sparked by the Kansas-Nebraska Act, this law allowed settlers to decide whether to allow slavery, leading to clashes between pro-slavery and anti-slavery settlers. Bleeding Kansas became a symbol of the nation's struggles over slavery and the failure of compromise.
I lived in free states. I should be free. I have a right to my freedom.
You are not a citizen, Mr. Scott. You have no right to sue in this court. Slaves are property, not people.
So I have no rights at all?
Not under the Constitution. That is the law.
Then the law is broken.
Drop your weapon, Brown. It's over. It's not over. You may kill me, but slavery will end in blood. You attacked a federal armory. You'll hang for this. Then I'll hang for justice. Maybe, but the South will not forget this. God is my judge, not you.
The South's secession from the U.S. and the Battle of Fort Sumter marked the beginning of the Civil War. Secession was driven by tensions over slavery, states' rights, and the balance of power between North and South. In April of 1861, Confederate forces fired on the Union-held Fort Sumter in Charleston Harbor after Union troops refused to surrender. This marked a point of no return as both sides prepared for a prolonged and bloody conflict.
It's war!
Men above 18 on the wall now! Pay attention! Something funny! Boom! 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 Boom!
Okay. Life in the military camps of both Union and Confederate forces during the Civil War, 1861 through 1865, was often harsh and uncomfortable. Soldiers lived in tents or rough wooden huts. Camps were overcrowded, muddy, and poorly sanitized, leading to frequent outbreaks of disease. Soldiers spent most of their time drilling, performing camp chores, or writing letters to home. Boredom was common between battles. Despite the hardships, strong bonds formed among the soldiers, and music, games, and religious services offered occasional relief from the grim realities of the war. The Civil War saw the introduction of several new technologies that changed the nature of warfare. The Confederacy used the H.L. Hunley, the first submarine to sink an enemy ship in combat. Though successful, it also sank shortly after killing its crew. Railroads and the telegraph improved communication and troop movement. Rifled muskets and mini balls increased range and accuracy, making traditional battle tactics deadlier. These innovations made the war one of the most modern wars, with technology playing a major role in strategy and destruction.
Why are y'all still working? The Emancipation Proclamation set y'all free.
We will surprise the Union in Gettysburg and win this war once and for all.
Not so fast. The Union Army is ready. We'll stop you right here in Gettysburg.
Free!
Gettysburg will never be forgotten.
What are you even doing? Why are we going then? Gettysburg, not that.
407 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal.
The Battle of Gettysburg, fought from July 1st through 3rd, 1863, was a turning point in the Civil War and one of the bloodiest battles fought in Pennsylvania. It was the northernmost major battle and marked the Confederate Army's last serious attempt to invade the North. Gettysburg ended Lee's invasion and boosted Northern morale. Combined with the fall of Vicksburg, the next day it marked the beginning of the Confederacy's decline. Gettysburg is often seen as the high water mark of the Confederacy, and Pickett's charge symbolized both the bravery and futility of the Southern cause.
Oh! My flag! We can't fight anymore. I surrender.
You can go home now. The war is over.
The Civil War ended in April of 1865 with General Robert E. Lee's surrender at Appomattox Courthouse. Other Confederate forces soon followed, and the fighting ceased. Just a day later, President Abraham Lincoln was assassinated, shocking the nation and complicating the path to Reconstruction. The 13th Amendment passed in Congress in early 1865 and ratified later that year, officially abolished slavery across the United States. Though peace had returned, the nation was deeply divided, and challenges of rebuilding and healing had only just begun.
Down south in the land of traders, rattlesnakes and alligators, right away, come away, right away, come away.
That is an actual toad. No. Ah! Oh, this is so bad. Oh. 2-tone lights feels like shit.
I'm not a handle with an axe.
Hang for this. Then I'll hang for justice. There's a car coming. You're gonna be the weirdest people ever. Okay, Mama. Right, let's start this over. Rerun.
I will Swiss cheese your eye.
Free the safe!
That's Nick. And that was Nick. Oh my God.
We gotta go again.
Should we go that far though? Should we come like right here? I don't know what I'm doing with it. Behind it, I'm doing this. I'm looking at the top one. Switching it to the bottom one. Yeah, I'm holding it. Okay. Are you ready? You gotta do it right here though. Here. Your phone's better than mine. And it's crooked. Right here? I can. Hey guys. Holy air ball. One.
Do you think we're gonna make it through this? Sorry, I'm looking at what the heck that car is doing down yonder. Oh. Bro was like over in the other lane driving. Isn't that the one that just came down here a second ago? I tried like ran you over. Are we gonna get a drive-by? Go ahead, shoot me now. Slide over. It was my grandma. Oh. Oh well. Womp womp.